Josh Green here for Tungsten Tales. Delighted to be joined by Lisa Ashton. Lisa, it was a long week of darts last week for yourself. And you told me you're not going to be on the practice board this week. Just explain what last week was like for you.
Yeah, last week I started on Monday to do Pro Tour. I played Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I had the Women's Series Saturday, Sunday. So it was definitely a long week for me last week.
Do you think it was one of your longest weeks you've ever had in darts? I'm sure there's probably some comparisons to what you had to go through at Q School.
Yeah, it was, but I think that's the longest I've done for quite a while. But it takes its toll. But I knew the task what I put ahead of me, so hopefully I knew what I had to do.
And how mentally draining can just be going day on day? You know, you've got so many matches in the women's series. You're obviously expecting plenty of games with 3 tournaments in a day. They come thick and fast in the women's series. So how much of mental strength does it take on those days?
It takes a lot of mental stress. What I did is I just focused on the Pro Tour first, just to do the 5 days and just go in there playing the best players in the world, and just to see how much I can improve my game and see if I can get wins, and just do that first. And then afterwards, when I've done that, it's to pick yourself up, and then knowing you've got more mental stress, because 3 tournaments in one day is very long days, takes a lot out of you. So I knew I had to pick myself up and start all over again.
Do you think, having played the Pro Tour prior to that, in some ways, obviously it was draining, but in some ways you were a lot warmer than some of the ladies in there, having played the best players in the world, as you say?
Yeah, I just went into it and said it's the best practice you can have before the women's series. But in other words, it can take a lot out of you. So I just went in, did the best I could of them, tried to win as many games as I could. But most of all, just keep physically fit and mentally fit for it.
Yeah. I mean, done what you did in the first set of women's series events, was there a little bit of a case of pressure off in the second set, knowing that you'd already got so much money on the board from the first lot?
Yeah, I knew I had quite a bit of a gap from second to third, and I knew me and Fallon was at the top. So I knew I just set in my head, I just had to keep in the top 2. If I could set off well and keep my in progress of what I've already got as a lead, I knew then it's a bit more pressure on the other ladies and take a bit more off me.
I know you're playing with new darts as well. I think it was your first time over the last week that you'd been getting used to them. How long have they been in the pipeline, and how much did you enjoy playing with them?
I got them after the last men's series. We've been sorting them out and designing them and got them. So I've been practicing them for a couple of weeks, and then I decided after the Pro Tour it would be my next one. So I took them for the Pro Tour to get practice with them. So that was the first time I used them, and then into the women's series too.
And just going back to the women's series, obviously we've had plenty of women's series action now over the last couple of years. Does it feel like the field of women is expanding and improving as well, and catching up to the likes of yourself and Fallon?
Yeah, there were some good games out there. It's nice to see Nakuru was picking her up as the last series. Bit of jet lag took on with her. But yeah, she was raising her up. Anna and Lorraine got a bit of form going. We knew Dietra had come in with some form. So it was nice to see the other lady and some other ladies. They were picking up. We had a new one, Yuki, had come with Nakuru. And it's nice to see some other young ones coming through too. So hopefully this COVID goes away, we open the restrictions, we'll get more European ladies come over and that.
Do you think that's one of the things at the moment with the women's series? Obviously, there's lots of the Dutch girls and over in Germany as well, and obviously Japan, there's plenty of talented players that when the restrictions allow it, we'll see plenty more talented players coming over for that type of event.
Yeah, definitely. We had a few inquiries as to Dutch like Eileen and all that. It was just the restrictions and the tests just cost a lot of money for people, and the quarantine time off work. So they would definitely come over. They was interested. It was just because of COVID, it stopped a lot. But yeah, hopefully, we know they're all interested in it and wanting to play in it. It's the biggest opportunity the women can have. So hopefully we get plenty more opportunities and they run the tournaments and more ladies will definitely enter.
Yeah, obviously you won 5 events last week in Barnsley, Fallon winning 6 and Mikuru the other one. With you and Fallon, is it a rivalry that you're really enjoying now, and you get to test each other because you're giving each other some cracking games, and it seems like it's really 50-50?
Yeah, it is. Me and Fallon, we always have good games, and the way we're both playing, we're pushing each other higher. We know we still have nips and tweaks in it, but it's no, we've spoken, raised our standards, and that's what we're doing. Other ladies are coming in with it too because we're pushing them more. But we know me and Fallon, we're going to push each other, and they're always going to be good battles, and whoever wins, it's always 50-50.
Is it a big motivational factor for yourself having somebody that's right alongside you and able to post those big averages and take out those big outshots just like you have over the last couple of years, and obviously on the women's series as well?
Yeah, it definitely is. You don't want to be on your own all the time. You always want to push, so you always want to know what gears you've got, and it's nice, like Fallon is pushing me and I'm pushing her, so we know we can push each other. It's nice to have somebody who can do that with you, because you know you've always got to raise your game, and that's the only way you can do if somebody pushes you.
And obviously over the weekend it was confirmed that you'll be in the Grand Slam of Darts and of course the PDC World Championships, another 2 big opportunities for yourself after the experience you've had in those tournaments over the last couple of years. How well do you feel equipped to deal with that compared to the last time?
Yeah, definitely. The first time we was there, we had a crowd, so it was fantastic. First time for me. Second time we was behind closed doors, so it didn't feel the same as the atmosphere. But this time, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Definitely to have the crowd back. They make a difference. They help you, and it encourages you to lift your game as well. And for the Grand Slam, yeah, back third time on the trot, I'm absolutely happy. It's the best achievement I can do is just keep getting in it, and hopefully this time I can try get out one of the groups.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be the aim. And just looking at the tour card situation, obviously the Grand Slam being a ranked event in the Worlds, there's so much money at stake there. Do you think progression in your group and winning a game at the Worlds, obviously that would just do so much for your tour card situation? Is that the big aim for yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got one more pro tours to do. So like I do, I try my best in everyone I can do. Every game I win helps to keep my tour card. Now, for getting the Grand Slam of the World definitely helps me massively to keep my tour card. So hopefully I can progress a bit more in the pro tour and in the World and the Grand Slam to keep my tour card.
I've been speaking to some of the ladies this week that have qualified for the WDF World Championships. It will be the first amateur world championship that you won't have attended. Obviously, you're at the Indigo last time out and there wasn't one last year. Any sadness for yourself that you're not going to be able to be there and alongside those women?
Yeah, definitely. It's always got to be a big part of my career and that. And I'm going to be watching it. A bit gutted I can't be there, but it's something I've got to do. I've got to progress in what I have to do. I'll be cheering all the girls on, wishing them all the best. They're still all my friends. I see them. I'll be supporting as much as I can. And it's just nice to see it's back at the Lakeside where it all began. So it will bring back a lot of memories, bit of disappointment, but I've got a lot of excitement. I'm back at the Yellow Palace, so I can't complain.
Can we expect to see you as a fan in the Lakeside that week?
You could do. If I've got the time off, then yeah, I think I'll be going supporting some of the ladies I can do. So hopefully, if I get time off, I can get down there and I'll support the ladies all the way.
And just finally, obviously, we talked about the tour card situation. For you, would it be an easy choice to go back to Q School, or is there any thought in your mind that the WDF and Challenge Tour is where you would want to be?
No, definitely. If I don't keep my tour card and I've got to go to Q School, yes, I will be going to Q Skills and try to retain the toe tag that way. That is definitely I will be going. And from then, it's just something I've got to see. And what happens then, I do not know. But fingers crossed, hope I can do. Can't do it by my standard. I will definitely go to Q Skills and try to keep it that way.
Oh, brilliant. We all have our fingers crossed for you, Lisa, and thank you very much for your time. Best of luck in the Grand Slam. I'm sure we'll see you there in Wolverhampton.
Cheers. Thank you very much.